business to the next level? With Truck.Pro, you get access to the best load board in the game, giving you the tools to find higher paying loads and streamline your operation. And right now, you can try the Pro plan free for 30 days, a $159 value. Click the link in the description to claim your free Pro plan and start making smarter moves for your trucking business today.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say viewer discretion is advised.
What's up? How's everybody doing? Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. Let's get this roll call going so we can get on with this show. Shout out to Great Polo. Shout out to all the MGM members. Who else we got? We got Goat Logistics, Manny in the building. What's going on? Transportation Boys, Bill Bob, Rich Jew representing the crib. It's D Walt, Don Solo. We're also representing the crib. Okay, shout out to everybody that's in Chicago. Happy to deliver. Who else we got? Von Gray, what up? What up? Happy to deliver. Representing Virginia, by the way of that Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to all the moderators in the building. Oh, what else we got? Who else we got in here? Transportation. We got Dud 1103 representing Florida. Shout out to Christine. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to V12 representing Brooklyn. Shout out to Joshua Lopez representing Jersey. And we back to back with it, guys. Last night, I think, was a great show. I knew it was going to ruffle some feathers. I said at the beginning. Didn't I say it at the beginning? It was going to be some people that was going to be upset. Anytime you talk about they or brokers, because the brokers ain't the issue. Like, the brokers ain't the issue. They ain't the issue. I told y'all. And what we're going to do today, since we already ruffling feathers, we're going to ruffle some more feathers because, you know, when Amazon come up, you know how them Amazon people is. They get very, very upset. But you know what? They might not get upset. They might not get upset. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we gotta get some truths out here. We gotta get this understanding. We have to separate the boys from the men, the girls from the women when it comes to business owners, right? We have to differentiate the two because it's a lot of wannabes out here. It's a lot of wannabe business people. And that continue to place blame on things because of their shortcomings in life or their shortcomings when it comes to their business. So we ruffled some feathers last night. So let's go back to back. We make sure we score our intros appropriately, right? We want our intros to you know, it's like a movie. So I like to score my intros to kind of fit in with what, you know, the theme of the show is going to be about. So we're going back to back with it. All right, so Amazon, right? So if you look at the thumbnail, there was a comment that was placed in the live chat last night, and I caught it when I was going through the replay. If you look at the thumbnail, you'll see. I'm gonna pull it up. Well, I'm not gonna pull it up on screen, but I'm gonna read it. Shout out to FTS LLC. He put in the comment section of the live stream last night is, my favorite is when MFs say, I ain't running that low because Amazon is a $1 billion company and they can pay me more. He put, with 3 question marks. Shout out to FTS LLC representing right outside Chicago, Joliet, Illinois. Now, I did see something in I think it was a community post of another content creator. I think it was Midwest about a few weeks ago. I think he put a community post, and I think someone else said that as well. Now, first thing, let me correct all these people, because I see it often. I see Amazon Relay people who run loads complain about the rates. And they like to say, well, Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar company. They can pay us more. First of all, you're wrong right there. Everybody that says Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar company, you are absolutely wrong. Amazon is not a multi-billion-dollar company. Amazon is not a multi-billion-dollar company. All right. Matter of fact, I actually pulled up the comment that I saw on that channel, but I'm not going to put on the screen because I don't want to, I'm not here to, you know, put people on Front Street. But he put a post about raid. I guess he asked, is this a good raid or no? And somebody said, heck no. Exclamation, 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 about 7 or 8 exclamations. At $2.35 minimum, I would. Prime or not, I'm not running that. Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar profit company. Sir, you're absolutely wrong. Everybody that says that shit, that Amazon's a multi-billion-dollar company, they can pay us more, you're wrong. Amazon's market cap currently is $1.9 trillion. Not billion with a B, trillion with a T. $1.9 trillion. So make sure you get it right. Make sure you get that right. Don't misconstrue the bread. $1.9 trillion. And it's a reason why it's a $1.9 trillion company. And I 100% agree with you, FTS LLC. It's crazy that people count other people's pockets. You're running for a company and you're worried about what their profit margin is. That you ain't even got that shit right. So that means you didn't even, so when people say they're a multi-billion-dollar company, that further proves my point that people just be talking. They just be saying some shit just to make it seem like they know what they talking about. They just be talking. Concerned with what the next person is making instead of what's in front of them. All right, so let's talk about it. Amazon, just like you as a business, and Amazon's business comes first. Amazon is putting their business first. Are you putting your business first? If you're putting your business first, then you're going to make sure that you do whatever it is for your business to be profitable. And we already know where I'm going with this. Let's kick it, though. Let's kick it. Some feelings going to get hurt, and we don't worry about it. We're going to get your opportunity. Listen, if you feel a certain type of way, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get it out the way now because I don't want to forget. We're going to go ahead and pin linkage to the top of the chat. If you have any discrepancies with anything that's going to be said on this broadcast or the broadcast last night, you feel free. We can debate it. Link is going to always be pinned to the top of the chat because we can articulate, we can substantiate everything that I say. I could substantiate it. Why? Because I have the education and I have the experience. I don't get up here and say a bunch of shit that don't make sense. I'm not going to let someone come and make a live stream about me with misinformation. I don't give misinformation. I have the education and I have the experience. I don't talk about shit that I don't know about. I talk about shit that I know about. I don't dive into things that I'm unfamiliar with. But let's talk about it. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Let's pin it. That way we can make sure people have their opportunity. If they have a discrepancy, that they can come up here and articulate themselves. And if you're brave enough. All right, so boom. Amazon's a business. Amazon's going to put their business first. Right? Why? Because it's a publicly traded company. Just like any business, they're going to do whatever it is they need to do to continuously lower cost so that they can increase revenue, which you should be doing too. Amazon bases its loads off the market rate, supply, demand. The same thing that I tell you guys over and over and over and over again. It doesn't matter that they're a $1.9 trillion business. What does them being worth $1.9 trillion have to do with whether you're going to accept a load or not at whatever rate it is that you're looking at it for? What does it have to do with you that they're $100 billion away from being a $2 trillion company? What does that have to do with you and your box truck? You see a load, do you want it or you don't want it? It is what it is. How do you think they became a $1.9 trillion company? Do you think it came from giving handouts? No, it came from being shrewd. That's why they're Amazon, and that's why you're running for them. And that's not a shot. I'm not trying to belittle anybody. That's just the truth. They're providing you with an opportunity. What are you going to do to maximize the opportunity that they're providing you with? Because guess what? If Jeff Bezos wouldn't have came up with that idea back in the early 90s, what would you be doing right now? Probably running the spot market. You wouldn't even have this opportunity to even complain. They're going to run their business at profit. And the best way to run it at profit from the logistics standpoint, is to offer loads at the market rate. Just because we're 1.9 trillion market cap doesn't mean we have to boost the rate of freight up to help you out. What does our profit have to do with your business? We did what we were supposed to do to get us to this $1.9 trillion market cap. What they supposed to, what you want, a handout or something? Well, man, they worth a multi-billion-dollar company. They got to pay them more. When people say that, that's one, counting other people's pockets, and that's two, asking for a handout. Oh, well, man, y'all got the money, man. Y'all supposed to pay more. No, you're not. No, they're not. That's like you hiring a driver, and then you're paying the driver a great wage, and they just keep coming back to you asking for more. You're going to feel the same way. You're going to be like, listen, I did what I needed to do to put myself in the position where I could build a fleet of trucks and hire drivers. If you have an issue with what I'm paying, which I think is a competitive salary, you're free to leave and go seek better employment or seek better pay somewhere else. You can't dictate to me where I should cap your pay at. If you feel like you want more, go create a business so that you can earn more. If you want to make what I'm making, go create you a business so that you can make what I'm making. Nobody cares about if I ran Amazon Relay, the farthest thing from my mind would be what Amazon is making. I wouldn't care. Because I have a decision to make. If I'm looking at a load on a load board, it's either I'm going to accept it or I'm going to deny it. If it's not something that's beneficial for my business, then I have a right not to accept it. And this is what I don't understand. People complain, but they have an option. Life is about choices and decisions. You don't have to accept something. The market fluctuates. The market is going to dictate what current rates are going for. Here's what I don't understand. And I say this from time to time. No one complained in 2021. Second half of 2020, all of 2021, first quarter of 2022, nobody complained about anything. Everybody was in euphoria. Did anybody complain that was in trucking prior to the pandemic when rates were sky high? Did anyone say, well, this isn't normal? Why are you guys paying us so much? Hey, I want to give y'all some of this money back. These rates are too high. Listen, something's not right. Let me give y'all some of this money. I need to give y'all about $5 or $6 a mile back on this. Nobody complained. Did you do the honest and ethical thing? No, you didn't. Why? Because the market dictated higher rates. And you accepted those higher rates when the market dictated it, right? Because volume was up, the demand was up, so the prices went up. It was okay when the volume was up. And then when people say, oh, the market isn't, the rates aren't determined by supply and demand, the fuck they're not. Why? When we have real life case studies of different economical climates, that proves that it does. When the demand was sky high, the rates went sky high. When the demand went down, you have what you're currently living through. Spot market, Amazon relay load board. This is business. A business person doesn't complain about they and brokers and Amazon. They look at their business model and see how they can adapt to where they need to adjust so that they can still be profitable. They don't complain. They study the market. The market is going down. Volume is down. What do we need to do? When large corporations are dealing with being profitable, what is one of the first things they do? They start laying people off. They don't complain. Retailers don't complain when people are broke and they're not spending that much money. What do? They lay people off. What do you see going on in the trucking industry right now with large companies? They're laying people off. What did all the tech companies do coming out of COVID? They laid people off. Why? Because they realized during the pandemic, they can still get more done with less people. Why? Because during the pandemic, they got more done with less people. Hey, we thought we needed all these people in all these different departments. We can combine some of these departments. We can get rid of that department. We're still seeing some level of productivity with people working from home. So we can get rid of that big office on the 50th floor in that high-rise building in Chicago where we're paying $100,000 a month. We don't have to feed them anymore. We don't have to give them a gym there anymore. We can have that whole office work from home, so we can get rid of that $100,000 a month. We can cut half of the staff because we're operating on a skeleton crew anyway because a lot of people stopped working, but the productivity was still almost there, so we can bring that up. So now that we slashed about 50% of that revenue in that market, we can give each one of those people that we kept a 3 or 4% increase, and we're still saving millions of dollars a year. You don't see big corporations complaining. No, they just start cutting costs. People in the trucking industry, you have so many case studies to mirror your business with. But yet and still, you come to the internet, you listen to misinformation on the internet, and you point the finger at they and Amazon is this company or the brokers or this, that, and the third. When you see large corporations every single day cutting costs, the first thing they do is lay people off. You don't hear Google complaining. When Amazon laid off all those people 2 years ago, you didn't hear them complaining on the news. You heard Amazon's laying off 10,000 people. You heard Google's laying off X amount of thousands of people. You hear this trucking company is laying off 600 people. You hear that tech company is laying off people. And then when they lay off people, they close different offices, they downsize. See, that's what businesses do. They don't complain. The rates are the rates. So, same with Amazon. Amazon's rates are dictated by what the market dictates. If you're a business person, then you're going to adjust your business so that you can still compete. If that's what you want to do, if you still want to run that lane and you still want to do business within that entity of Amazon, you're going to do what you need to do to still be able to be profitable with running for Amazon Relay, which means you're going to have to lower your cost by any means necessary. You don't complain and count their pockets and say this is a multi-billion-dollar company, which is wrong. They're $1.9 trillion. That's a $1.9 trillion market cap company, almost $2 billion. Get it right. They're not there to give you no handout. It's a business. Just like you a business. The market rules. That's it, and that's all. People run Amazon. Is this what we're focusing on today? We're focusing on Amazon today. We focused on brokers last time. Hit the like button too. Hit the like button. I know some of y'all are mad. I know y'all get upset, but here's the thing. Don't get upset. Don't get. I ain't telling you nothing wrong. I ain't telling you nothing wrong. Everything that I'm telling you is right. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. If you feel differently and you feel like you can articulate yourself in a way that opposes what I'm saying, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. I'm not gonna go. I'll be gentle with you. I'll be gentle with you. So many people came into this trucking shit like this shit was easy peasy because you follow one of your favorite content creators, one of your favorite influencers, and they not business people. I keep trying to bait one of them to come up here and debate me, but they won't. Hey, check it out. Check this out. Let's dive a little bit further into this now. Amazon is a publicly traded company, right? Amazon has a duty to their shareholders. I'm a shareholder. I own Amazon. I've been telling y'all that since I started one of the early days of me creating content. Remember when y'all used to say, "Hey, Mark, you ain't never ran Amazon Relay." Some of y'all still be getting mad at me today. And remember, you ain't never ran Amazon Relay. You can't talk about it. I own Amazon. I've been accumulating Amazon stocks for years. My Amazon shares are in my long-term portfolio. Been accumulating Amazon for years. So, as an owner, I am 100% entitled to talk about Amazon. How dare you tell me I cannot talk about something that I own? I am a shareholder. You can't tell me. I 100% absolutely can talk about Amazon Relay. As a shareholder of the company, yes, I can. Remember 2 years ago when I told y'all that Amazon was going to start implementing trucks and y'all told me I was crazy and y'all came in my comment section and said, you don't know what you're talking about. Amazon ain't going to never want to do that because they ain't going to want to pay for the fuel. Remember how y'all used to say that, and I always like to make fun of the people who said that from time to time. Remember then about a few months ago, I went back and I found those comments and I put them on the screen, and the person was like, "Man, Amazon ain't going to do it because they ain't going to pay for the fuel." You talking about a company that's worth damn near $2 trillion, and you talking about they motherfucking worry about some goddamn fuel? You know how I knew that Amazon was going to start implementing trucks when you had content creators who their whole focus, their channel was based on Amazon, but how the guy who doesn't run Amazon, who's never ran Amazon Relay, had that information first. And even still to this day, there hasn't been one content creator that has focused solely on the fact that Amazon is continuously bringing their own trucks in. Because I talked about it 2 years ago. Look through the content. The proof is in the pudding. All you got to do is go back. It's there. That's why I love about the content, because it's there. You can go back. 2022, go look. It's there. You know how I knew that early? Because as a shareholder, I'm privy and I have access to what? Somebody in the chat, as a shareholder, when you own shares in something, what do you have access to once a quarter? Let's see who gets the answer. Somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat. Let's get those likes up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Turn all the notifications on so when I go live, you won't miss it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Earnings calls. Great 5-star. That's how I knew. As a shareholder, I get to sit in on the earnings calls. In the earnings calls, you talk about profit. You talk about future things that's coming up, and that was one of them. I just never told y'all. But since we here 2 years later and you see those trucks start more and more rolling in, taking your work away from you, I can get a secret away now. Just like how I didn't tell y'all how to forecast peak season until a year later, I'm not going to tell you the shit when I'm trying to show you how smart I am so that other content creators can steal the sauce and introduce it to their audience like it was them. I have to wait to the point where everybody know it came from me. So now 2 years later, that's how I got that information. That information, I got it from the earnings call. Because as a shareholder, I get to sit in on earnings calls. You're right, 5-star. As a shareholder, I want a return on my investment, right? Just like every other shareholder. It's Amazon's responsibility to make sure that the shareholders are continuously and constantly getting returns on their investment. I'm not gonna keep y'all long because I know when it gets to Amazon, y'all get upset, y'all be feeling mad, y'all be fuming. It's somebody sitting on the other side or looking at their phone, they mad as hell. I'm really finna make you mad. Now, listen, I'm about to hurt somebody's feelings. But it's business. If your feelings get hurt, you're not a business person. This is why I'm saying you should stop counting other people's pockets. You can't get mad that someone that is doing something with you, that you're partnered up on something, and they're doing less worth and less cost, and they're making just as much as you or more. As a shareholder, why would I want you running Amazon Relay to make more money? I want you to get paid market rate, right? I want it to be competitive, right? I want the rates to go down, right? Why? Because lower cost means more earnings, a bigger return on my investment. Why do I want to give you a handout? If you don't want to take the load at this rate, no problem. It's going to be someone else who can operate cheaper than you that will, or it's going to be some retard who doesn't know what the operational cost is. They're going to run it at a deficit. Either way, I don't care. Listen, if you're not doing what's in best interest for you and your business, if you don't know what your cost per mile is, if you don't know what your operational cost is, you run an Amazon Relay at a deficit, I don't care. Only thing I care about is if that shit gets from that Amazon Relay facility to that post office safely, or that Amazon Relay facility to that other Amazon Relay facility. And if you're running final mile for a DSP, man, make sure you get that shit from that Amazon facility to that front porch. Don't pull in nobody's driveway, neither. Don't pull in nobody's driveway. Pull up to the front. Be efficient. Be quick. Listen, all that texting and driving, we got the facial recognition in there now. You open your mouth too much, it's going to send a ding. Listen, I know about all that shit. I'm a shareholder. Listen, that's all I care about. I don't want you to, and listen, be mad all you want. Don't get mad at me because I make a lot of money off Amazon. And Amazon really, listen, I want you to go out there and be efficient, but I don't want to give you a handout. Now, are you going to get mad at me that I make money off the work you do? Goes back to what we talked about yesterday. How can you get mad at someone who is getting paid off the work you do? You can't. You know what you can do? You can put yourself in that same situation. So instead of complaining about it, continue to lower your costs so that you can increase your revenue, so that you have some money left over, so that you can invest into things for the long term and put yourself in that same situation. See, I never ran Amazon Relay physically, but I've made money off Amazon Relay. So as a shareholder, no. If you don't want to take it, don't take it, because someone else will. Whether they're taking it at a profit or whether they're taking it at a loss. I don't care. As long as they take it and it gets to where it needs to go, safe and secure. The cheaper, the better. See, people who are investors, we don't care about your plight. I was once on that side too. But the thing with me is I didn't worry about what the higher ups and the 3PL and the shareholders were getting. That wasn't none of my business. I worked really hard so that I could put myself in a situation similar. And as an investor now, I want to see a return on my investment. I don't want to give you a handout. I like healthy competition. Why? Because it lowers the rate, which helps shareholders get a bigger return on their investment over a period of time. See, I'm teaching you and I'm talking to you like a business person. This is how a business person thinks. Business person don't get personal. We don't get moist right here in our heart. We don't say goofy shit like, oh, well, the brokers, or this is a multi-billion-dollar company, which is not a billion-dollar company, it's $1 trillion company. We don't say shit like that. We put ourselves in the best position so that we can maximize our earnings, so that we can invest and make money too. If you could make a lot of money with minimal risk, would you continue to run your truck, pay your note, pay your insurance, pay your fuel, pay your maintenance, your logs, your tolls, or take that same amount of money that you invested into running that business at a small margin and invest it into the company and watch it mature over a period of time? I don't have to look at that shit. I don't have to go into Amazon. I don't have to deal with the middle mile managers and waiting those long lines, and when it's thundering and lightning, they shut it down and all that shit. You don't have to deal with none of that shit. You invest your money and you watch it grow. That's it. And in most cases, depending on how you invest, and if you're dollar cost averaging in, and you get to a point where you accumulate a nice amount of shares, you're probably making more money than a person who's running Amazon Relay on a night-to-night basis anyway. Your money is working for you. How can you get mad at someone whose money is working for them? The purpose of getting out there and building a business is for money. When people say this generational wealth and all this bullshit, that's bullshit. You want to make money, put yourself in a position so that you don't have to no longer work for money. You make enough money so that your money can start working for you. So no, Amazon doesn't care that, the rates are low. The rates are dictated by the market. Play the game. Like, what do y'all think? Y'all supposed to profit $1 a mile and all this crazy shit? The margins are small. You should have known this coming into the business. And it's unfortunate that so many people came into this business during a pandemic, during a bubble. But where I don't feel sorry for you at is, if you would have done the research, you would have known you were coming into this industry during a bubble. And you would have prepared yourself. More than likely, you would have held out. You would have held off, understanding that the bubble was going to burst and the rates were going to come down and the cost of entry was going to come down as well. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. See, the sentiment is different now. When I said this shit 2 years ago, I used to get a lot of pushback. There's live streams up there where I was debating 2 years ago, and so many people were against me. And everything that I said came into fruition. I'm still here saying the same shit that I was saying 2 years ago, and everything that I said 2 years ago that I forecast was going to happen, it all came into fruition. All the content is there. Everybody that was in that euphoric phase and was, Amazon's not going anywhere. Oh, they'll never do this. They're not going to want to pay for the gas. They're not going to buy their own trucks. Why would they do that? Why? And I told y'all then, why? Because Amazon, the history is there. The same way they did Relay, they started DSP like that. When it didn't work, the DSP that you see today is what they converted to. Some of y'all just ain't been around long enough. See, the original DSP, they let owner-operators rent the vans or buy their own vans. There was no branding. It was just white vans. A lot of DSPs back then would go to Enterprise, they would go to Penske, and they would rent basic white vans. The problem was the upkeep of the vans, the maintenance of the vans. The owner-operators weren't doing what they were supposed to do. Amazon is a company that has integrity. It's a big company. It's one of the richest companies in America and around the world. There's a certain standard that they require. And once they realized owner-operators couldn't meet that standard, They said, listen, we have to come in, we have to micromanage this thing, but we have to do it in a way where we indemnify ourselves from any and all liability. So they reconfigured the DSP program. They purchased the vans. Why? Because they could maintain them, because they have the capital to maintain them. But they're ultimately going to charge it back to you. See, a lot of those owner operators back then, when they were renting the vans, those vans, I remember when back then, 2014, 2013, those vans would pull up raggedy as hell. Spray paint all on the side of them. Donut, 3 tires, 1 donut. Amazon said, no, we gotta get a hold of this. Also, what Amazon started to do, they started to decrease the delivery time. They went to 2 day, then they went to the next day, then they went to the same day. So they had to implement something that would be more efficient. So they reconfigured the DSP program. They bought their own fleet of vehicles. They continued to build it. And around 2017, the DSPs that they invited over to the new model came. The ones that didn't get the invite, they gave them a 30-day. And a lot of those guys had to file for bankruptcy because a lot of those guys had to get loans to get up started. Because as Amazon continued to grow throughout the years, when I first applied for DSP in 2014, the minimum requirement was 5 vehicles. By the time, it took them 3 years to call me. It took me 3 years to get accepted. By the time they called me, it was 20 vehicles. So most people were leveraging their homes, all type of shit, to come up with the money for this opportunity. This is when Amazon was still growing. They were growing very, very aggressively. They were on their takeoff phase. They hadn't plateaued yet. They plateaued around 2022. Mark, how do you know they plateaued in 2022? Because as they continued to grow, and then as they got that extra boom during the pandemic, what did? They started building more facilities. They started breaking ground on more facilities. And when that demand tapered off in 2022, what happened? They had no use for those facilities. There's like 2 or 3 Amazon facilities that were built during the pandemic here that never opened. There's one right here on 23rd and Halsted that never opened. They built it, and then demand tapered off. When the pandemic and all that free money stopped, it tapered off. They used it for overflow storage, and those facilities have been vacant ever since. They never opened. And then what did they do? They laid off, 10,000 or 100,000, 99,000 employees? What was that the number? They started cutting costs. You think Amazon was going to hold on to all that excess baggage that it didn't need anymore? Why? If they would have held on to that, they would have started hemorrhaging money. Why? Because they would have to cover the cost of all that. We don't need all this shit no more. They would have been hemorrhaging money. And guess who it would have affected? Guys like me. They have an interest. I have vested interest into Amazon. And they have a responsibility to me to make sure my money continues to go up and to the right. You're going to get paid whatever the market dictates. We don't care nothing about your plight. We don't care that you feel what you feel like the rate should be higher. That's how you feel. The market ain't dictating that. Why? Because somebody else is willing to run that shit lower because they can afford to, or someone will run that shit lower because they just don't know no better. Either way, somebody gonna run it. And as an owner, as a shareholder, only thing I care about is if it gets from point A to point B the cheapest way possible. Hit the like button. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Link still pinned to the top of the chat. You want to lower your costs. Amazon's going to continue to lower costs. They run their business more efficiency, the higher the profits. Goes back to the shareholders. You're running for Amazon. You're running for a company that you can model your company after. How do you run for a company that's setting the blueprint for you and then you don't mirror the blueprint on a smaller scale? How do you think Amazon gets to be a $1.9 trillion company? Do you think they got to that point by hemorrhaging money? Hit the like button. Amazon seller. Let me tell you how ruthless they are. Let me tell you how shrewd they are. You become an Amazon seller if you get accepted. 30% of every sale, Amazon takes cut. So every single thing you sell, 30%. So what does that mean if you want to be an Amazon seller? That means you have to be competitive against everybody else that's selling your product. Which means what? 9 times out of 10, you're ordering this shit from China, right? So what do I got to do to make sure I can get a cheaper wholesale price per unit versus my competitor so that I can sell mine cheaper so I can make more sales in volume because Amazon getting 30% off the top? What's the answer? Anybody, let's engage. If you were an Amazon seller and you were selling ink pens and you got a bunch of competition, Amazon's taking 30%. What's one of the main things you got to do to be able to sell it cheaper than your competition? What do you have to do? What's the main thing you got to do? How do you get your wholesale prices to be cheaper than your competitors? Kobe, buy in bulk. So if you're selling pens and I'm selling pens and you're buying this amount, I need to buy this many units more so that I could get them cheaper per unit. If you're getting these ink pens at 5 cents per unit, then I need to talk to my manufacturer. Man, how can I get them at 3.5 cents per unit? Just that 1.5 cent. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it's a whole lot when you're dealing in volume. So first I have to compete against the people I'm competing against as far as buying wholesale. So that means I got to buy a container, or I might have to buy 2 containers, or I might have to buy 3 containers, or I might have to buy 5 containers. I might have to buy millions and millions and millions of these pens just to get it at a low rate. You think Amazon cares? And let me tell you how ruthless Amazon is. You know what Amazon's going to do? However many you think you bought, they're going to come by 100 times more and they're going to sell them for half of what you're selling them for. It's called Amazon Essentials. So not only are they going to take 30% off every pen you sell, they're going to create their own Amazon Essentials pen, go to the same manufacturer, buy 100 million times more, and then they're going to market themselves higher than you so that when somebody goes and searches ink pens, you're going to see the Amazon Essentials pen there. They're going to give a person what you're selling a box of 10 pen store. They're going to give a person a box of 50 pens for the same fucking price. Can you get mad at them? No, you can't get mad at them. Should you count their pockets? Hell no, you shouldn't count their pockets. You can't get mad at that man. You have an option, a choice. Do you want to pay 30% to somebody and then pay to be on the platform, the fee to be on the platform plus 30% of everyone you sell, compete with a multitude of people, plus compete with them as well? Me personally, I wouldn't. If you put yourself in that situation, you put yourself in that situation. The point that I'm trying to make is Amazon became Amazon because they did what they had to do to keep their costs down and steadily increase their profit margin. They innovated, they acquired companies, they steady figured out ways to continuously lower their costs to increase their profit margin. If it's taking 30% off you, so be it. If it's running Amazon Relay Logistics at market rate, so be it. It's not up to Amazon to run your business for you. Just like it's not the broker's job to run your business for you. It goes back to like everything that I present in content always ties into each other. We talked about the trucks last week, the new truck versus the older truck. Y'all want to come in with these new trucks and you don't even know how to run a new or old truck. You come in with a new truck because somebody told you no one's going to mess with you, and you do that and you use that as the reason to come in, and they still don't mess with you. And if you want to mess with them, you can't mess with them anyway because the rates that they trying to book you at, your cost per mile won't allow it because you went out and bought a fairly new truck. Link pinned to the top of the chat. A lot of the stuff that I talk about is completely opposite with what a lot of your favorite content creators talk about. So I know how it's kind of like, man, why is he saying things different, seems like from everybody else? Things that make you go, And I always say, look at my tenure and then compare it. Link pinned to the top of the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all your post notifications. It is what it is. Like, I don't know why. Listen, check this out. Here's something, too, that a lot of people thought that Amazon was going to be guaranteed forever. I said this 2 years ago. It wasn't. Do I know if Amazon is going to 100% phase out Relay? I'm not sure. But it sure damn well looks like it. And if history repeats itself, they probably will go 100% DSP. So when I told people that nothing's guaranteed, and I told people to prepare, 2 years later, here we are. If I was wrong, everybody's waiting for me to be wrong. I haven't been wrong yet. Why? Because I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get up here and say things out my ass, pause. I'm not going to give you an opportunity to do to me what I'm doing to you. Why would I do that? Amazon is going to continue to make money by cutting cost. Whoever hit the dislike, I love you. But I bet you won't hit that link. You can hit that dislike. I swear for God, on everything I love, I bet you won't hit that link, though. On the guys, I bet you won't hit the link. I bet you won't hit that link. It's all engagement to me, baby. I want you to hit that link. I want you to hit the link. I want you to come up here and articulate yourself so I can destroy you. See, hitting the thumbs down, that's sucker shit. That's hoe shit on the guys. That's some hoe shit. I want you to come up here and articulate yourself. Right by that thumbs down, it's a linkage. Click it. Stop being a hoe and hit the link. See, your favorite content creator, they're not finna talk like that. They ain't finna be brave like that. You know why? Because there's always someone watching. And see, here's another issue when it comes to this trucking and this content shit. I see misinformation all the time. I've been seeing it ever since I came on YouTube. And what is strange to me is the people that be on the live streams listening to the misinformation or in the comment section, they say shit like 100, gems. You dropping gems with the jewel emoji, the 100 emoji. In my head, I'm like, did you just hear what this motherfucker said? This motherfucker said you should be profiting 70% in trucking. And this motherfucker's in the chat hitting the 100 emoji, gem emoji. So not only is your favorite content creator misinformed, the whole fucking chat is misinformed. Every single motherfucker in there that heard that dumb ass shit and then say, wait a minute, that's not right. That means that whole, all 90 some motherfuckers that was in there that day is operating at a loss. And ain't none of them motherfuckers in the business no more. Now hit a goddamn gym for that shit. Hit a fire and a goddamn 100 emoji for that shit. See, what happens is what I'm doing is I'm challenging. By me coming in here, dropping the link, it's letting you know. Because if anybody, and this is to anybody, if you oppose what I'm saying, the door is always open. I have an open door policy. The door is open. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. We can talk, we can debate. Educational debate. It's nothing personal. My shit is always on content. I don't have any personal anything with anybody because I don't know any of these people. But when it comes to misinformation, I'm willing to have the debate. I don't see any other content creators aggressively calling out misinformation with an open door policy. This is what everybody wants, Mark. The misinformation, so much misinformation. People got to be held accountable. Here's the thing. I'm not trying to hold nobody accountable, but I am willing to debate you. May the best man win. And this is to whoever. Because there's a lot of misinformation that's been going on. So my door is open. The link is always pinned to the top of the chat. I'm dangerous. I'm highly educated, and I'm years of experience. I'm dangerous. So if you're going to put out misinformation, be careful. A lot of the shit that people consume, they think it's true and then they apply it or they don't apply it. And then they fail. And then I got to come in my Discord and hear these sad ass stories and people crying real tears and shit. See, what people want is the smoke. No, what I want to do is a healthy debate because it's educational. I want to showcase my educational skill set. So link is pinned to the top of the chat. Whoever that they feel froggy, see, they're not going to hit the link. They're not going to hit the link. This proves it. They're going to hide, hit thumbs down, which to me, it's all engagement. It just pushes it out even further. I really don't care. Like, this shit ain't, like I don't give a fuck. I want you to hit that link. That's what I want you to do. I want you to bring your ass up here so I can hit this button. I can put you up on that other side, and we can go toe to toe. And you can express your viewpoint and articulate yourself. I'll express my viewpoint and articulate myself. And then may the best person win. See, me, if I have an issue and I feel I'm going to pull up. So no, stop blaming Amazon. Stop blaming brokers for your shortcomings in business. It's nobody's fault. It's up to you to take ownership of your business. A broker provides you an opportunity. It's up to you to accept or deny that opportunity. Amazon Relay offers you an opportunity. It's up to you to accept or deny it. A 3PL offers you an opportunity. It's up for you to accept or deny it based on if it's something that's worth it for you to run or not. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to be in this industry. No one put a gun to your head and forced you to get your authority and go to the Secretary of State and start your get it out the mud trucking LLC. Nobody forced you to do that. On everything I love, didn't nobody force you to go do that. Why won't nobody hit the link, man? Listen, I need somebody to hit the link. I haven't had listen, whoever that was, hit the thumbs down, hit the link. Hit the link. I need a body. I need a body. I ain't had one in a minute. Hit the for everybody else that got value, hit the thumbs up. Comb through my everything that I've said is coming to fruition. I love this shit. I love this shit. I love it with a passion. This is my calling in life. Pippi asked me, Mark, what's your calling in life? You know what, Pippi? I think this is my calling. People ask me all the time, Mark, you're smart, you're well versed in so many things. Why don't you expand your content? You're only going to grow so far with box truck content, and you're already at the best at it. And you know what I tell people? I said, well, because I can dominate this, because this is what I'm well experienced in. Why would I go flirt with other types of content when that's not my lane? Popular culture isn't my lane. Politics isn't my lane. Red pill isn't my lane. Yes, those content in those arenas, yes, they draw in bigger viewership, which equates out to more revenue, right? Those aren't my lanes. I won't be able to go over there and dominate those lanes. I can dominate this one. So I'm going to stick in my little bitty bubble over here. And I'm going to continue to help people and educate people properly when it comes to not just trucking, but just business in general. Because if you understand business, you can pretty much run any business. The problem is a lot of people just don't understand business. Shadow says logistics slowed down in general. That's not the point. That's not the point. The housing market slowed down after the housing market correction. But guess what? I made a lot of money. The reason why I'm sitting here today is because of other people's misfortunes. There was less people buying houses, but because everybody was losing houses, that's what got me to where I'm at. Just because the market changes doesn't mean there's opportunity. There's opportunity in everything. There's opportunity in everything. So your focus should be your business. It shouldn't be Amazon. It shouldn't be the brokers. It shouldn't be the 3PLs. It shouldn't be what other people are doing. You should focus on your business. Stop counting other men's pockets. Stop counting other companies' pockets. Stop worrying about what Amazon is making. Stop worrying about what the brokers are making. Listen, I'm going to give you guys a story. I'm going to get out of here. I've told this story before, but I didn't tell it in this way. And then there's a lot of new people. I had a contract and I followed it to 3PLs. I had it with one company. They lost it, right? They lost it, right? So I went and applied at the new company that had it, right? I got it. I didn't get the rate that the original company I was running it for, but they still gave me a guarantee. It was just $75 less a day, which was still very, very profitable for me, right? This is a smaller company, private owned company, and I accepted it, right? Now, shortly after they acquired the contract, because the previous 3PL lost it, XPO came and acquired them. Now, when XPO acquired them, I continued to run at the current rate because XPO, once they acquired them, they didn't switch things around right away. About 2 months later, I had to go out to Bolingbrook, or was it Woodridge, I believe, where the XPO terminal was, and at that time, and have a meeting. And they were like, "Listen, we're not going to give you a guarantee anymore. We're implementing XPO's, price structure, and this is going to be the rate." Now, when I looked at that rate, it wasn't worth for me to run it anymore. On top of that, they changed the insurance. I had to get an umbrella. The $1 million general liability, $1 million commercial auto, $100,000 cargo. That wasn't going to be enough for that company. They wanted me to add a $3 million umbrella on top of that. So once I sent that to my broker and he kicked it back and said, "Is this contract really worth it?" The additional amount of money that I was going to be paying for the insurance to add that $3 million umbrella on top of what we already had, plus the fact that they wanted to take away the guarantee and bring me down to $33 a stop, it wasn't worth it for me to run. So what did I do? Did I continue to run that contract at a loss just to say I still have a contract? Of course I didn't, because life is about choices and decisions. I had to part ways with that contract. I absolutely positively parted ways with a contract that I was running 6 trucks a day for, that I was grossing $3,000. At one point, wasn't going to be making it that at what XPO wanted me to pay, what wanted to pay me. XPO wanted to give me $33 a stop. They wanted to give me $33 a stop, and they wanted me to add a $3 million umbrella. Now, some people that just don't know their cost, they probably would have took it just to continue to run and just, I still got this contract, because they don't know. I walked out of that office before I didn't even have to go back to my office and think about it. They didn't budge. XPO drives a hard bargain. Anybody that's dealt with XPO, they really don't budge, or at least back then they didn't. They are a tough company to negotiate with, if you can negotiate at all. They really don't move. So when I saw that they didn't move and they weren't willing to give it some time and run it up the corporate chain and all this other shit, it was no reason for me to even ponder on it. It was a no. I told them there, I can't operate at this. Was it a tough decision? Absolutely. But I'd rather make a tough decision and be upset and have that long drive back to the office, like, damn, what I'm going to do with these 6 trucks and these guys now, than to operate at a loss knowingly. I know what it cost me to operate. Just because things shifted within the business model, I can't go back to my guys that are already getting paid a certain amount. Like, listen, this company ain't paying me this no more to run this contract. The job is to work, is still to work. I got to pay y'all less. That's not what a business person does. A business person has to make tough decisions. I'm not going to run that contract at $33 a stop. Plus, you want me to add a $3 million umbrella. No. So this is a prime example. Even me, I've had to make choices and decisions. I made the choice to not run at a loss and to figure that shit out. And I did. So you think I'm going to get up here and hear all this dumbass shit and see all this goofy shit that I see on the internet and not say something? No, I'm going to tell you how to do this shit for real. Be better business people. I'm going to drop the link, pin it to the top of the chat, and challenge anybody that opposes that want to come up here and debate. Business is business. And not one time in that meeting with XPO, and I didn't even have to ask them what their profit margin was. XPO, let me tell you something about XPO. XPO is so brazen. They told me what their profit margin was. They told me they were taking 55%. That was the split, 55-45. 55 their way. If the 45 would have worked for me, I absolutely would have did it. It didn't work for me. Not with the insurance. Not with the insurance. Not with adding a $3 million umbrella. Business is about choice and decisions, just like life is. Well, man, y'all taking a bigger piece of the pie. That was the least of my concern. The thing that I was breaking down right then and there is it profitable for me at what they're offering? No, we can't do the deal. Let's shake hands. Maybe we can do business at another time. I went my way. I went my way. And that was the end of the relationship doing IKEA. That's where IKEA stopped for me. And I had to transition them trucks into something else. That's it. So, in closing, hopefully you guys got some value from it. If I hurt somebody's feelings, so what? Who cares? Life is life. Truth is truth. I didn't tell you no goddamn lie. It is what it is. Everything that I spoke is true. Everything that I gave you was real. And if you felt something in your heart, like that person that hit the dislike button that didn't bring his funky ass up here and articulate himself because he's scared, then you're not a business person. For those people that Amazon, let me, and one more thing before I go. All you guys that run Amazon Relay, listen. Check this out. I know Amazon, when you guys are in the locations, they don't tell you how much they appreciate you guys, right? I know Jeff doesn't tell you how much he appreciates you guys, but I want to tell y'all, listen, I appreciate y'all. All y'all guys that run Amazon Relay, from the bottom of my heart. And I mean this. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not bullshitting. Listen, I mean this. I mean, Woo. Listen, here we go. Hold on. We got somebody. Hey, throw a peace sign up. I want to make sure you okay. What up?
Hey, Mark.
What's up? You got some smoke or you are you a good guy?
Hold on, 1 second. I got the video playing at the same time. All right.
You got some smoke for me? Or you a good me and you talked before, right?
Yep. Remember me?
We talked before?
Yeah.
You from Chicago, right?
Yep.
So you ain't got no smoke with me.
No, I would never run Amazon myself.
What you got for me, big dog?
I got 3 trucks on the road.
Congratulations.
5 drivers.
That's what's up.
But Amazon, I'll get an Amazon load if it goes on a load board, because that's when they need it done. They paying the most. But I've never been on an actual relay load board.
Okay. What's up? What you want to talk about? I won't smoke. I just want smoke today.
Okay. Well, whenever you want to update about these past 8 months for me, I'll hop on.
I mean, we can talk real quick, but I thought somebody was coming up. Somebody says, does this guy have any mentees who are currently successful? Why don't you click the link and come up and articulate yourself and we can have a conversation? I love when people just find the channel and then they think I'm like some fake guru and they don't go back through my old content to see that I'm one of the only people that are out here that really helping people. I don't have a mentorship. I don't do coaching. I don't charge anybody for anything. So why don't you come up here, hit that link that's pinned to the top of the chat, Mr. Hostile Ginger, come up here and have a conversation. And you can ask me what you want to ask. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I don't know where to start. I mean, it's been the hardest 8 months of my life since I started this business.
So you got 3 trucks. You had one when you came up like 6-7 months ago, right? So you're doing good.
Yeah. I'm scaling, but it's I'm forcing it. It's not like I'm making tons of cash and then but growing. It's like um, as soon as I get enough to scale, I'll grab another truck and I'll have the driver right away.
See,
So
you're probably scaling too fast. I just talked to you 5 or 6 months ago, and you were just really running your first load when I talked to you.
yeah,
So within
yeah,
6 months, you scaled up to 3 trucks. You probably haven't mastered the first truck. So without really even digging into the issue, I can tell you that you're scaling too fast.
yeah. No, I decided like a couple of weeks ago that I'm not buying no more trucks for at least a year and a half until I can
I wouldn't even
until
put a
I have
time. I wouldn't even put a time frame on it because you've acquired 3 trucks within the past 6, 7 months, and you've only
yeah,
been in the business 6, 7 months.
yeah. Insurance is high too, so that hasn't changed. So I'm waiting for that to go down.
Your first truck. Did the first truck acquire the second truck, or
Yeah,
are you? So so the first truck bought the second truck.
yeah. I had to run it though.
Did the second truck buy the third?
The third is a rental,
So
so it's
are you? So is the first truck paid for?
no. I financed the first one, paid cash for the
So
second one.
so 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 the first truck is not paid for.
No,
So then that truck didn't acquire anything because it hasn't even finished acquiring itself yet.
yeah. Instead of paying off
So
the
so
truck,
so
I
so
bought
so so,
another one.
so hold on. The second truck you're financing as well, right?
No, that one I paid cash for using the first truck.
How much is using what?
Using the first truck, the money I made with the first truck, I paid cash for the second one.
What do you mean using the money that you made with the first truck? The first truck you still owe on it.
But yeah, but instead of taking the money I made with that on that truck and paying the debt off, I just bought another one. So I'm just making my payments. The interest wasn't too bad.
Are you profitable? Yes or no? Be honest. Be
Yeah,
honest.
it's
How
like
much? What's your profit margin?
you want the number amount per month per truck,
You can tell me that.
4 to 5 thousand.
45,000
No, 4 to 5 thousand, between 4 and 5 thousand.
for 3 trucks.
No, each truck except the rental. The rental's between 2 and 3 thousand because of the rental.
So so you're profiting about $1,000 a week. Are you paying yourself?
No, I have a job.
And the rental truck you're making about $1,000 a month.
No, between 2 and 3 thousand a month. So it's like between 800. Some weeks it's 1,200.
And what are these trucks doing? You find them out or you went over the road?
No, they're all over the road. The thing is, I got 2 trucks with 2 drivers in them, running 24/7.
You got 2 trucks with 2 drivers running. How many hours per seven?
24 hours, 70 hours a week.
So you're not paying yourself. So what is the trucks? What are the trucks gross in a week?
Well, this week my paid off truck, the second truck, it's by Thursday it would have grossed $6,300, and Friday I'm bringing it
And
home, so it should gross another 1,000 at least. So
what what are you what
7,500 bucks
what are you paying your driver? Percentage or how are you paying your driver?
salary,
How much?
$200 a day shift,
Are you paying about $1,000 a week?
thousand between 1,000 to 100. Yeah,
And what's the
by six
percentage you're
days.
spending? What radius are your trucks running in?
Or nationwide.
Huh?
Nationwide.
I'm saying you don't have a radius.
No, if I see something that pays good, I'll take it. As long as it doesn't take me to an area I can't get out of. So I dispatch my trips.
So what are you cash flowing? $1,000 per truck a week?
For the paid off one, it's 1,500. For the finance one, is like 1,200, and then the rental is like 800. So between all three, it's like $3,000 a week. 12 to 15,000 a month for all three combined.
So what's the issue you're having?
No, it's not an issue. It's just that insurance is the reason I'm not making like 25% more because I'm
What do
paying
you?
4,000 a month per truck still.
Well,
I'll
how
be
old are you?
grossing
How old are you?
21, 21.
21.
Yeah,
And how old are your drivers?
they're all above 21, but most of them are around my age too. But that didn't affect my rate. It was
That
already
that it
4,000.
definitely no. It Their age will affect your rate. If you hire somebody older and you put them as a driver, your rate may come down. The
Yeah, I
reason
have
why it's not really affecting your rate is because they're around your age and they probably don't have any points. Do you have points on your MVR?
points as in like bad like tickets and stuff.
You got.
What you
I can't
talking?
hear you. You have any
You talking about
points?
you talking about tickets and stuff?
Not parking tickets, moving violations.
No, no,
Do your drivers have any moving violations?
no. When I started the policy, every time I hired somebody
Okay,
and they
that
told me it would go up, I said no.
that's
They're not
why
gonna
you're.
pay.
That's why they're the same age as you, and your profile, their profile is similar to yours.
Yeah,
You want your rate to go down, you need to hire older, experienced drivers. That's how you get your rate to come down. You have, don't take it offensive, but you got kids running. All
yeah.
these guys are under 25, and you're under 25 too. And that's the
Mhm.
challenge that you're going to face being a business owner under the age of 25, operating a business that runs commercial vehicles. So if you're telling me you're paying $12,000 a month in insurance, right? And you're still netting on average $1,000 to $1,500 a week in a truck without me digging further to see if you're telling me a fib or not, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do the paperwork every
I,
week,
I,
so I
I
can see
think I think
exactly
you're
how
doing
much.
I think you're going okay. And I think you have enough money. If this is true, you're telling me you're not paying yourself, right?
No,
Okay, I think you with that profit margin, you said about 15,000 a month total net, combine all three trucks, right? And this is with all costs. This is with all costs associated. This is all cost included, right? And
nothing's missing.
you can pay yourself. You can probably pay yourself about, I wouldn't pay myself 50% of that because I know you got another business. You could at least pay yourself a third of it.
Well, I mean,
But if you want to
um,
reinvest, if you want to reinvest it back into the business, then that's fine. You came up here and said like you were struggling. I don't see where you struggling at.
well, it's. I mean, I had the first 6 months were like almost quitting like multiple times, but I was figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. But
But
it
it's been
seems like
like 2 or 3 months
it's
that I've been fine.
yeah, it seems like you got it figured out. You're working on a small profit margin, which is
Hmm.
fine. You're working within the average. You have a healthy profit margin. It's not on the lower side of the scale of profit margins. It's more on the healthier side.
Yeah, but I lost a lot of
So
money in the beginning.
what? Okay, well if you continue to run the way you're running, you'll recoup that money. I don't know how much you lost or how much you invested. I wouldn't necessarily say lost it because you're still in the business. It's
Hmm.
not a loss until you quit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
my entire income for the past 6 months, not say past 6 months, but the first 6 months was invested into keeping the business afloat.
okay.
So I don't pay rent. I live with my parents. I don't pay rent. My my truck's paid off. I don't have bills. So all the money I was making, like 3,000, 4,000 a month, was going into the business just to keep it afloat while I was figuring stuff out. So 6 months, what is that, like $24,000? Just like down
Mhm.
the drain, pretty much, because I was using it to figure it out, not to make money.
But where's your plight? Where's the plight? I don't see why you feel like you're not doing good. You're doing great in
No,
comparison to a lot of other people that I talk to. You're doing good as far as the numbers is concerned, and even in the time frame of since you've been in the business to where you're at now, you're doing good. So I don't understand where
No, yeah, I think I'm fine now. Yeah, I'm fine now. It's just it was hard. Like I look back, at the beginning, and it was tough.
yeah, I still think you scaled too early, but I mean, as long as you can maintain, where you're at now, I would definitely, not buy another truck.
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to buy another truck, but I have a 2500 that I want to put a 40-foot gooseneck on, so I could
So
go. Because right now it's October, so we got maybe a month left before I'm pretty much unemployed, and then I'm gonna get that
how wait, wait,
gooseneck.
wait, 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 how are you unemployed? You got 3 trucks running.
Well, I don't. I had to separate myself from the business. I'm just
So
trying to
hold
grow
on,
it.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Are you dispatching?
Yeah.
So how are you unemployed?
Well, it's not in dispatching 3 trucks. It's not that hard. I
Okay,
have time.
so you got a 2500 that's paid for.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want to put you said a 40-foot? What size trailer?
Yeah. 40-foot gooseneck.
On a 2500?
Yeah. 10,000. No, you
You
gotta
you
stay
sh-
under 26,000.
you okay. And what do you want to do? Paul cars?
Nah, just it's hot shot freight.
Here's the thing. I can't tell you what to do. Me, I'm not doing that. Not on no 2500. If you're gonna do that, I would at least go 35. You can do what you want to do. It's your truck,
Think,
your business. I'm just telling you what I would and wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? You can do what
think
you
of
want to do.
dually,
Yeah. Why
like
would
off the
you?
bat,
What
trade it
type of
in.
truck you got? What do you got? A Ford?
No, it's a Chevy.
Oh hell no, bro.
It's got the towing capacity, but I plan to upgrade it as soon as I can.
Mm-mm. Nah, bro. No. A 2500 Chevy pulling a 40-foot trailer plus the weight? No,
Yeah, with the weight, it's gonna be like
no, no. You listen.
trailer.
Do what you want to do, but me, no. You in Chicago, just like somebody said, put a plow on it.
Well, you don't get that much snow like we used to. I do
I
do I
know.
do do
I
snow though.
I know we don't get that much snow like we used to, but putting a 40-foot trailer on a 2500, no,
If
I
I
wouldn't do
trade
it.
it
I
in, my
don't think
payment
it's
would be like $600.
especially a Chevy. Not saying it's weak, but in comparison to like a Ram, that's what they're built for. They have a better towing capacity. So
Okay, so if I trade it in, my payment would be like $600. So I could do that.
yeah, I would, worst case scenario, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If you want to make money, I'm laying somebody off and I'm getting in one of the trucks. I probably lay the person off in the rental truck and I drive the rental truck.
You think that? I mean, wouldn't it be better to have those 2 drivers in there and then me just invest into the new equipment so I could drive?
I'm saying if you want to go to work, if you want to get out in the field, I wouldn't acquire another vehicle. I would lay off the person that's in the rental truck and then I would run that truck because that's the truck that's costing you the most. So I would alleviate a lot of that cost by getting in that truck myself and I would run that truck.
Yeah, because the 2500 is my personal truck too, so it's like it
So
seems like
and
a good idea.
a 2500 Silverado, no, not pulling no 40-foot trailer. I got a Silverado.
Hmm.
What year you got?
22.
It's that's not nah, bro.
I'll trade it in, but I'll trade it in.
You said what?
I can trade it in.
So I would, if you want to go to work, you want to get out in the field, and that's what I would do. I would just hop in that rental truck.
Yeah, I want to get my CDL.
Well, then take the time to go do that. Dispatch the guys while you're in school. Where you gonna go to Progressive?
Yep.
Right there in Lansing.
Yep.
Well, now is the time to do that then. You do it
What do you
now, you'll have your CDL by December.
what do you think I should do with the semi?
With the semi,
Yeah, go for a trailer, go power only. Or,
I would, if you're gonna get a CDL, I go work for a company for a year. I wouldn't just because you got a CDL and you got 3 box trucks doesn't mean as an owner operator with a semi truck you're gonna instantly see success. You're gonna gotta master the learning curve like you did for the box truck, but
mm-hmm.
it's gonna cost you more. So I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. And we're in the same market. I'm older than you. I got a lot of homies that's in trucking here,
Mm-hmm.
right? Some were once owner operators. The company drivers are doing better. Chicago is a great market for trucking, even on a local level. The owner operators are struggling. I'm keeping it a buck with you. We in the same market. I got homies right now here checking 2 to 3,000 a week running intermodal for JB Hunt right off there off of 47th and Archer.
They will take a new guy though.
So, and this is local. So, the people I know that are or were owner operators, they're not that heyday that they once had 8 years ago, 9 years ago. It ain't that no more. The dynamic, the pendulum has shifted. The owner operators were balling and bragging, and the company drivers back then were complaining. It shifted now. The company drivers are winning. Shit, even on YouTube, you see a lot of owner operators go company, sell their trucks, lose their trucks. It's harder to sustain as a owner operator with a semi truck now. Why? Because the rates are the same, but the cost of operation has gone up. So with the cost going up, but the rates aren't climbing with the cost, then your margins continue to go down and down and down until you're operating at a loss. And then it
so I just
it
gotta
no
wait then.
longer is worth it, depending on what your cost is.
I gotta wait then for rates to go up if I want to do that.
You ain't been keeping up with my content, have you?
No, I've been working.
I know, because you wouldn't have said you got to wait for the rates to go up.
They're not gonna go up.
What's up?
Nothing.
No, what's up? What's up to you?
Oh, $1
$1 what?
mile. For
$1 a mile? You want them to go up on
Hi.
average about $1 a mile, or you want them to go up to $1 a mile?
No, up $1.
So what are you running at now? What's your cost per mile for your first truck you bought? What's your CPM?
$1.
$1?
Yeah.
What's your cost per mile for the second truck you're running?
80 cents.
You sure? What's your cost per mile for the third truck you're running?
$1.20.
I don't believe you.
It's around there.
Huh?
It's around there. I only did the math for the finance.
There's no way. There's no way that's your cost per mile.
Well, fuel is 40 cents. The driver is 40 cents. It's like 35 cents.
How are you calculating this?
I have my I get my reports from my fleet cards for the fuel, so I can see every week how much
You got the
it's
reports
costing
for your fleet card.
Yeah,
What
fuel
does your
cards.
What's your fleet card got to do with your other fixed and variable costs?
So I can see how much it's spending every shift.
Your fleet card that's just for your fuel.
Yeah, so I know how much I'm spending a day for fuel. I know how much I'm paying the driver a day.
See, now it makes sense. Some ain't right. Your numbers ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wasn't going to dig because this ain't that show. The call-in show, we still got about 3 or 4 weeks for the call-in show. I know y'all want the call-in show back, and it's coming back. I'm just still getting my head together because y'all know I really don't care for the call-in show. It gives me a headache. But we're going to bring it back in about 3 to 4 weeks. That's why I'm really not digging. Some didn't seem right, but this isn't the show. I really was looking for the smoke on this show. All right, I wasn't really, but your numbers ain't right, big dog.
I'm gonna do the calculations, and then when
You
that
don't
time is
you don't know what it's costing you to run your business. You don't know it's because when you came up, you was kind of like, man, I don't know. But then you telling me these healthy profit margins, so I'm like, the sentiment ain't matching the margins. You got healthy profit margins, but your sentiment when you first came on was something totally
I've only
different.
had them for a month and a half,
So
2 months.
so here's the thing. You keep it a buck, because I've always kept it funky when you came up. You gotta keep you hit the link. You don't know what it's costing you to run your business, do you? Keep it a buck. You
I
from
can't
the
tell you the
crib.
exact number.
I got listen, I got you. You from the crib. So I'm gonna take care of you. Do you know what it costs you to run your business? Keep it a buck with me.
You talking exact or?
It is what it is.
I
Do you know
know
what it
how
costs
much.
you to run your business?
I know when I'm losing, when I'm making money. I know how much
No, no,
on
no, no, no,
average
no, 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 no,
it's costing.
no, 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 no. Do you know what it costs you to run your business? Do you have your cost per mile per each truck?
No.
All right, there we go. Now it makes sense why your sentiment was what it was, because it didn't make sense to have healthy profit margin, but to be like, you leaned
Well, I
back in
mean,
the
I haven't.
chair and you was like,
It's been like 2 months that I've been
don't
getting my money
matter.
back.
But here's the thing, that don't got nothing to do with knowing what it's costing you to run your business. So you don't know. You
No
just
more than $1.30, that's for sure.
but you don't know. You don't know. You can't say if it's more, or if it's less, or if it's more. The numbers
I
that
mean,
you just gave me aren't consistent with what it's costing. You're telling me you're paying $4,000 a month per truck. You got a truck that you're
38 people.
financing. You got a rental truck. How much is the truck note for the first truck?
1,800.
A month. How much are you paying for the truck rental?
3,000.
$3,000 a month?
Yeah.
How much are you paying for the mileage?
No.
Huh?
Nothing.
They're giving you zero. They're giving you free miles, unlimited miles.
I didn't rent it from a Penske or Enterprise or anything like that.
Where'd you rent the truck from?
Private owner.
So you're paying $750 a week, $3,000 a month, no mileage, 200 a day, guaranteed to the driver, and you're running cross country, no radius.
No radius.
How many miles are you averaging per truck a week?
2 drivers or 1 driver?
Huh?
2 drivers or 1 driver?
You said each truck has its own driver that's running all day. You don't have replacement, so, huh?
2 trucks, 2 drivers, 1 truck, 1 driver. Which one do you want to know? Both?
So 2 of your trucks have 2 drivers.
Yeah.
So that's why they're running 24 hours a day. You're running teams. So that means you're paying $400 a day.
Yeah. Every 24 hours, $400. 2 people.
What are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
What do you mean? Coast to coast. Partials.
You're running coast to coast?
Coast to coast partials.
Coast to coast partials?
Full loads and partials.
Bro, where are you from?
Chicago.
So why are you running coast to coast? You
2
leaving
drivers.
out of hold on. You leaving out of a market, going all the way somewhere with people that all these other places are trying to get to. Why you ain't finding you a radius? A tight little radius.
2 drivers get really far in one day.
Far doesn't necessarily equate to more money. Just because you go far, Just because you go far doesn't mean it's paying more money. Just because the farther you go, that mentality of the farther I go, the more money I'm going to make. That's bullshit. Because I made way more money staying local than a lot of people that run over the road.
Yeah, I keep my one driver. I keep him in a radius, Midwest, and over there in Maryland, Pennsylvania. He stays in the area. I don't send him down to Florida. I don't send him down to California.
Why are you going to Florida and California, bro?
No, I don't. The teams do.
Why?
Because they get good rates down and they can get out of there quickly and do it again. You're going over the road for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so they're running between 5,000 to 7,000 miles a week. My team has a load from Portland, Oregon to Minneapolis, Minnesota, 1,800 miles. They'll be there Friday morning.
So where are these guys sleeping?
They have a sleeper.
Both trucks have a sleeper?
No, the rental doesn't. So they're sleeping standing up. They're sitting up. But my paid-off truck.
Wait. You got two trucks that you own. One is finance and one you own, right?
The one I own is a sleeper. The rental does not, and the finance does not. The finance just has one driver too.
But you say you have two trucks that are running teams, right?
Yeah, the rental and the.
Okay, all right. Slow down. So that means one truck doesn't have a sleeper that has two people on it, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, bro?
I know.
What are you doing?
No.
No. Look at me. What are you doing? You got two guys running teams sitting up. Why?
Yeah. They want to.
Do you think that's ethical?
I don't decide what people want to do with their lives.
No. What?
If they want to work, they can work.
Wait. Hold on. You got two guys, and you said that are running for your company under your DOT, your MC.
No. That's what I wanted to tell you. That truck, that rental, is privately owned. You're paying rent on it, and it's leased onto the company with that person.
They're leased onto your company?
No, that rental is leased onto the company of which I rented it from. So it's not my DOT. It's just my drivers.
So you got two drivers in there.
Yeah.
They're running loads for you.
Yeah.
And you said it's not up to you what they want to do with their lives.
No, they can do solos, they can do teams.
No. Just because you from the crib don't mean I won't hold you accountable. Just because you from Chicago and I got a special place in my heart for people from the crib does not exonerate you from being held accountable. We are equal accountability smoke givers and accountability holders. You could be my next door neighbor. It does not exonerate. It does not exonerate you, sir. Sir, you have two people running for you that you're paying, that you're saying sleeping, standing up. Now I ask you, is that ethical? Do you know what ethical is? Do you understand what business ethics are? Fuck ethics. Is that legal? Is it legal?
No, I know it's not legal.
You know it's not legal.
Mm-hmm.
You got a guy, he's sleeping standing up for fucking 7 days, for fucking the past 2 weeks, and he falls asleep. The other guy's already asleep because they ain't late. So where do they sleep at Saturday and Sunday?
Home.
So they come home every weekend?
Yeah.
So for 5 days, these guys are sleeping like this.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. Are these guys legal? I ain't being funny. Are they legal?
Actually, yeah, they're both white.
They're both what? They're both white.
Yes.
They're Caucasians? Anglo-Saxons?
Yes, sir.
You tell me
And they told,
Anglo-Saxons is doing what's not in their best interest in 2024?
and and they told me, hey, we want to run together. I said, there's no sleep.
Hold on. Now, see, you from the crib. Where you find these Anglo-Saxons from?
They're locals.
Locals from where?
Fancy.
They be on Torrance over there by the Howard Johnson Hotel and them lingering around there off the highway.
No,
they cluckers? Is they cluckers?
No.
They ain't cluckers?
You're smart, but make bad decisions.
So why would you hire some people who make bad decisions? Hold on, here's the thing. You got two people that are working for.
They want to run together.
Check it out. You got two people that you saying you running teams that don't have a sleeper, and you say they sleep standing straight up or sitting straight up. And I say, do you think that's right? You say, yo, it's not up to me what they want to do with their life. So check this out. They fall asleep. They run off the road. They kill themselves. They kill somebody. You don't think you liable?
Well, legally, actually, no, I'm not.
If you hit me or somebody within my family, I'm coming for you. It don't matter. Because hold on. Because even the person, because they're gonna trick on you. They ain't gonna take all. They ain't gonna just take the hit. They gonna tell on you.
That company does that.
Listen, big dog. Listen. You fuck around and find out. You from the crib. You fuck around with You fuck around with the wrong person on the right day, you'll find out. Me, listen. You rear end one of your drivers, rear end somebody that I love. Anything that I have, we'll leverage every single thing just to make your life a living hell.
That's why I don't mess around with my DOT.
So because it's not your DOT, your MC, you're gonna put these guys out there to risk their life doing some shit.
The owner of that company has 98 trucks doing multiple teams. It's crazy. Like
what's the name of the company? Is it Kaswani? What's the name of the company?
No, I don't know if I could do it.
You don't want to tell me the name?
Oh no, that's a good idea.
You already out there. What they going? They rushing?
I know what they're doing. Yes.
So if you know what they're doing and you know what you're doing is bogus, why are you doing it? Why you got people risking their lives?
I didn't tell them to. I told them.
You did.
I told them not to. Look, they said they're both white, and obviously they know each other. They said we want to run together.
They're both white. What they got to do with it? What they got to do with?
I'm just saying they know each other because there's not a lot of white people around here. You know where I'm from. So they know each other. They're friends. They're best friends. This is how they wanted to run.
That they ain't got shit to do. That shit ain't got nothing to do with it. You got two people running. Hold on,
offering them more money,
bro. What the fuck? Listen, bro. It's your company. Can't nobody tell you what to do with your shit. What you mean? You tried to offer them, man? Bring my shit. Bring me my shit, man. Park my shit. They can't tell me and dictate to nothing. And man, bring my shit, bro. You better have my shit. Better be here. Fuck is wrong with you? What you mean? They can't dictate nothing to you. It's your shit. You let some white boys lean on you? You from Lansing? What you is? You one of the kings? You plug?
No.
Are you plug? You not plug?
No.
All right, so you need to find somebody that's plugged. Because if you're not going to stand on business for your company and you're going to let some 21-year-old kids dictate to you what they're going to do with your shit and then put you in harm's way, which you putting them in harm's way too by having them drive 24 hours a day and then they sleep sitting straight up because it ain't no sleeper and you running teams in a goddamn Penske box truck or whatever it is. And then they go out and they do something that's detrimental to some innocent person. And you said, well, man, it's not my DOT. Like, bro, you have some integrity about yourself. See, right now what it is you're money hungry and you have no integrity. And that's not indicative of a good business person. Period. I don't care. I'm not going to sit up here and let you say this shit without correcting it. You can go still do what you want to do, but that's bogus. This shit's not right. So they hurt somebody, and then look, you sleep good at night? You want me to lean on them for you?
I could separate them.
You separate them? Bro, it sounds like you need to
Okay.
fire. It sounds like you need to fire them. Don't nobody tell me what to do with my shit. Man, it's my way or the highway.
No, they're not. They just requested that. So I said,
Bro. They could request whatever. It's wrong. Wrong is wrong. You don't send two people out to run teams on a box truck with no sleeper. I've never even heard of no shit like this, bro. Period. I've never heard of nothing like this.
I didn't know about it either, but I guess it's common. Found out.
It's common.
Yeah.
Bro.
Venezuelans. A lot.
So is it monkey see, monkey do? I mean, I like. So if you see one person doing something, you just.
My idea.
Whose idea was it? It's your company.
They wanted to work together. I hired one, the other guy wanted to work, and then they wanted to work together. So.
Whose company is it?
Mine.
So somebody that you're paying is giving you an idea. Who has the last say so?
Me.
You, right? So if somebody comes to you with a stupid idea and you agree to the stupid idea, like something ain't, come on, bro. Something ain't adding up here, bro. You know I'm an OG, right? Like you know, shit ain't adding up, bro.
I know it's illegal. Trust me, I know.
This is what you should do. You want to hear the truth, or you want me to? Because you know I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm gonna tell you regardless where you. I just want to know if you want to hear it or not. Even if you say no, you don't want to hear. I'm gonna tell you anyway. You want to hear the truth? You want me to tell you what you do? Take that fucking truck back that you renting. Those teams, split that shit up. Those two white guys that I think is cluckers, fire them. Get on one of them trucks. The truck that's the least profitable. The truck that has the highest operation cost. Because you don't know your operation cost because you don't know your cost per mile. So you need to figure out what your cost per mile is. You need to figure out what your operational cost is. And whatever truck is the least profitable, you need to get on that truck and operate that truck. If none of your drivers are worth a hill of beans, get rid of all of them. Find you a good driver to operate that other truck. Because you already fucked yourself over by scaling too fast. You only been in business 6-7 months and you got 3 trucks already? Now it makes sense why you came up here all
You chose a rental.
all sad and shit. Bro, fuck the rental. The rental ain't got shit to do with it. Everything has something to do with it. Everything, every single thing you've done. I wish you would have just been transparent verbally to match your sentiment. Your sentiment was, man, Mark, I don't know. But then you give me some healthy margins, which I'm like, well, that shit don't make sense.
No, I was thinking about the past. I wasn't thinking about now.
Bro, the past, the future, the present. None of this shit makes sense, bro. None of this shit. The shit you doing right now is completely unethical. It lacks integrity. It's illegal. It's illegal than a motherfucker. This shit is illegal, bro. What are you doing? Bro, you from the crib. But that doesn't exonerate you from me holding you accountable. I will. Bro, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You 21, bro. You naive. You wet behind the ears. You naive. Money is on your mind. You not thinking about the best interest. You not thinking about the safety. You not thinking about ethics. You not thinking about integrity. You not thinking about morals. The only thing you thinking about is money. And you don't care if what you're doing is legal, illegal. You don't care about the safety of the people that are running for you. All you care about is the money, and that's bad. You're not going to go far. Something detrimental is going to happen. I would get rid of that rental truck. I would fire those white guys. I don't give a goddamn if they know each other, if they like each other. I don't care if they why they want to stay together so bad? Is they funny? They funny? Is they funny?
I don't
Listen,
know that much.
no. Is they a little? Is they a part of LGBTQ TCFG HIJK LMNOP?
I mean, what they're doing is crazy. So
What two men is gonna ride on a 26-foot box truck all week with no sleeper illegally, funky to the motherfucker? Like, where they washing? Is they washing up? Like, what's going on? Like, there's no way I'm finna be on a 26-foot box truck that long with another man. They gotta be, something's not right there, sir. This whole situation is weird to me. This just can't be right.
I wouldn't do it myself.
Bro, get rid of the rental truck, bro. Get rid of the rental truck.
I already had that plan because of the margins.
Bro, do me a favor. Get rid of the rental truck. Fire the white guys. The two trucks that one you own outright, the one you're financing, figure out your cost per mile. Watch the video that I got. It's under 2 minutes. Get your cost per mile. You just running. You don't even know what your operational cost is. You wonder why you paying $4,000 a month. I got questions now on these guys. Do they have driver's licenses?
Yeah.
Bro, get rid of the truck, bro. Get on the other truck. Find you a radius. Like, why are you from the crib? Why are you in California? Why are you in Florida? How do you know that the shit that you getting going to Florida is profitable when you don't even know what it costs you to run your business? Why is a person who is based out of Chicago in Florida?
I don't do the cost per mile. I do
You don't do the cost per mile?
Cost and profit every week. Run the trucks and I see how much it costs me at the end of the week. Not per mile. Or per day. I know what it costs per day too. As long as they're running, same as a mile. As long as it's putting miles in, you know what it's costing you. As long as my trucks are running all day, I know how much it costs me. It's just a different way of doing it.
What does it cost you a day to run the truck?
$250 a shift for fuel. $200 for the driver.
That's what it's costing you?
Yeah, insurance is $38 per truck a month.
No. What is you said you go by the day, right? So what does it cost you per day?
So,
I'm going off what you
said.
No. How much does it cost you a day? You just said something per month. What does it cost you per day?
Okay. $600 for a team. No, sorry, for a solo.
And how do you coming up with this number?
Fuel, driver, and insurance.
That's wrong. So you still wrong. So if you don't want to go by per mile and you want to break it down to the day, you still wrong.
I only add like $100 for repairs and stuff, but that's.
You only add $90 for what?
$100 for repairs. Save each day.
So the only thing that only cost that you're associating for what it's costing you to run your truck for the day is insurance, labor costs, and fuel.
That was a big three.
And once again, you're wrong. So now we went from cost per mile to cost per day. You want to try cost per week and cost per month? Because so far you're still wrong.
It's accurate.
Your formula. So even with that, That's still not what it's costing you to operate.
It's a little more, but not that much more. Big deal
How
out
do
of
you
the
know
way.
it's how do you know it's a little more? I don't
Because
think
all
it's a
that's
little
left
more.
is
I think it's a lot
tolls
more.
and repairs and
Tolls and
maintenance.
repairs. Tolls and repairs. And what?
Tolls, repairs, and maintenance.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You're missing another big fixed cost. You're missing other variable expenses.
The rental and the finance. I forgot those.
I know you did, which makes me right again. I'm never wrong, sir. I don't see. I'm
Yeah,
not wrong. I'm never wrong, sir.
yeah, I missed
I'm
those, but
st-
it's
my,
still
my
around there. Those are small expenses compared. Well, the rental
you,
isn't the rental. I know the
you,
margins on the rental per month, and it's not that
the
good.
cost
So
of the truck is small. Cost.
compared to fuel, driver, and insurance, yes,
Oh my
because
Jesus.
drivers 5 to 6 thousand a month, insurance
So
is
you don't you
3.
don't you don't you don't think $1,800 a month is a large number?
The truck runs 24 days, like 60 something bucks a day.
According to you paying $12,000 a month in insurance. Bro, come on. None of this shit makes sense, bro. So here's what I think is doing. Either this is a make believe or you are commingling. You either commingling with a personal account or you're commingling with, you say you still got that landscaping company. You commingling something where you're not keeping track of what's coming in and what's going out. So you got other revenue that may be coming in and you can't really determine or dictate or see what's coming from where and what's going out to this and what's coming in from that. So it's either some fairy tale shit or some commingling.
So,
How many bank accounts you got? Keep it a buck.
2,
But how many sources of revenue you got?
3.
So what's sharing the bank account?
My personal income and my landscaping business. So I do put in a lot of my own money into the business.
Something ain't
Still,
right, bro. Something ain't right. Bro, you got to be transparent with me, bro. Something ain't right. Like I'm a smart guy, bro. I've been
it's a
doing
lot.
this
It's a
trucking
lot.
shit for a long time.
It's a lot. And since I don't drive, it's not like this is not like all I do. I got
But
money coming in from
I know there's money coming in. I'm not. Here's the thing. I saw you on the truck. I know you're doing the trucking thing. Now, to what level, I'm not sure because I'm not out there with you. But what you're telling me, I've never heard anything like this before. I did a clip of you. Did you see it? Did you see the clip
yeah.
I
So
did of you? Dude, I
mhm.
got heat from that clip because I said, here's a guy that's doing it the right way. And then MW Lou came in and said, man, why you say the white guy gets, he's doing it right, but we doing it wrong. Then I had to
Not
hold
crazy.
NW Lou accountable because he tried to come up and bring the smoke to Big Mark, and Big Mark had to, if you watch, shout out to NW Lou, we on good terms now, but like people was really mad that because the 20-year-old came up, the funny dude with the glasses with the $5,400 rental, and then I came with some positive shit because motherfuckers was coming at me, making it seem like I was making fun of the brothers. Like I ain't for the brothers, and I'm with the brothers, but the brothers is fucked up and don't understand business. And I put you on the pedestal because you came up and you was talking all this good stuff and da, 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 da. And I say, here's a guy that's doing it the right way. He's 20 years old. He's out on the truck. He's got other business. He's a serial entrepreneur, an aspiring serial entrepreneur. And here you is 6-7 months later. Now we got to revisit this shit. You don't know your cost per mile. You don't know your operational costs. You got two guys riding on a 26-foot box truck without a sleeper, sleeping, standing up. That truck probably funky than a motherfucker. That truck probably funky as like that truck. Then you got two other guys running on the 26-foot box truck, but that truck got a sleeper. But there's no integrity, no ethics, no morals. Running illegal, you basically don't care. You don't know what it's cost you to run your business. You're commingling funds, it sounds like. This whole shit is fucked up.
Just working.
Bro, no, that's not the answer, bro.
Handling business is all I do.
Bro, it's no, bro. You missing the point, bro. It's not. That's no, bro. You have to accept what you're doing wrong and correct it, bro. What are you gonna do to correct what you got? Like none of this shit is right, bro. You're 21 years old. This is the first thing. This is why your insurance is high as hell, because insurance companies don't trust y'all, because y'all irresponsible, and you're proving the insurance company right. You're operating irresponsibly. Bro, you're 21 years old in a big boy league. I'm not gonna go soft on you because somebody said go easy on. Ain't no easy. Listen, everybody that be coming in my thing, like somebody came into my chat yesterday on one of them videos and like, man, he easy. All these new people, you can't, man, fuck all of that. When you in the game, you in the game. You step into the big boy arena, ain't no easy. You came in as a rookie and you played against MJ. Mike didn't go easy on you. He called Allen Iverson a bitch. Like, where y'all Middle Americans be from? I'm gonna go even harder on him because he from the crib. Don't come to me with this soft ass Middle American shit. If you on the new, I'm gonna take advantage of you. That means you an easy competition for me. I ain't gotta strategize as much as somebody who's a little bit more seasoned. I just take advantage of you. So just because he on the new, no, he gotta learn. And he from the crib. So I'm gonna hold him even more responsible. You 21 years old, you in the big boy arena. Everything that you doing is absolutely wrong. What do you do? What do you do? Angel, what do you do? Stop looking at the chat. What do you do? Because I was supposed to be off the stream an hour ago. I was up here making fun of Amazon people. Now I gotta hold you accountable.
Take him off the truck.
Bro, first thing you do is you need to go back to the drawing board. You need to fire those white guys. Get them out of there. Take that rental truck back. Stop looking at the comments, bro. I'm not looking at the comments. Fire the white guys. Take the rental truck back. You need to go down to the two trucks that you own. You need to get on one of them. Fuck the teams, bro. Put your driver on the sleeper truck so you can cut costs there. You take the one that doesn't have the sleeper and you run it. Create you a radius. Are you listening to me?
Yep.
Kill the teams, bro. I know you're not going to do it. Kill the teams. Take the rental truck back. Get on the truck that's least profitable. Matter of fact, get on the truck that doesn't have the sleeper. Let the other guy run on the sleeper truck. Wait. Which truck got the sleeper? Is it the paid off truck or the non-paid off truck?
Paid.
Paid off truck? So the paid off truck has a sleeper, right? All right, so boom. Great. So you can put him in the sleeper so he's comfortable. You take the truck that's not paid off, find you a radius. You're in the Midwest, bro. You don't need to be in Miami, bro. Why are you in Florida and you from the crib? Why are you in California? Why are both places that you going to sunny with palm trees? You shouldn't see sun or palm trees, sir. You from the crib. You from the land of freight. Why are you in places with palm trees, sir? Why aren't you creating a radius? Why aren't you running from up here down to Texas, up here down to Oklahoma? Texas has a lot of outbound freight. Why aren't you running from Texas back up north? Why are you all the way where there are palm trees, sir?
To maximize miles.
Says who? Maximize miles? Articulate what you mean by that. How do you maximize miles? You're trying to maximize miles? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Get the most miles I can.
How does more miles turn into more revenue?
Well,
Why are you whoa. Why are you looking to
revenue
wait. Why are you looking to maximize miles, sir?
because maximizing miles does mean more revenue.
Says who?
The rate per mile and the miles.
Who you been watching? Because you ain't been watching me. You just said that you ain't been watching me. So who you been watching? Keep it
Load
above.
boards.
Who? The load
The load
boards.
boards.
Bro, you said you looking to maximize miles. Now, let that marinate. Now think about what you just said, bro.
Higher gross. Good rate per mile. Max miles.
Who says more miles equals more gross? I know some fucking retard that ran 1,500 miles for $1,000. I know. Listen, you said maximize miles. Why would listen? People want to make more money going less miles, sir. What you just said is crazy to me. I understand I understand it, but who wants to maximize miles? You want to maximize revenue by being efficient. You be efficient by keeping your costs down.
It's true.
One way to keep your costs down is from lowering your cost to operate. One way to lower your cost to operate is finding loads that are going less miles with higher pay. The more you beat your the more you beat your truck up, it's gonna do what? It's gonna equate to what in the long term?
Higher maintenance.
So why would you want to maximize miles?
Well, there's team loads that come out of Chicago going to Cali for $250 a lot of the time. So
see, you looking at numbers. See, this is why you stopped watching the content, and that's where you fell off. You stopped watching the content, and that's where you fell off. You keep talking about, well, there's a load going from here to there, and it's paying $250. You looking at numbers. You just looking at that total number. You ain't looking at the full scope. Oh, I see this load is paying $1,200. Oh, this is great. Let me take it.
no, I mean, depends where it's going.
Bro, you need to start from square one, bro. You got a lot of educating yourself to do, bro. Yeah, bro, you ain't this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. Nah, bro. It ain't it. What you say absolutely makes no sense, bro.
It's better to take a load from Chicago to Cali where it's more miles for the same rate I can get going to Texas. I don't have to dispatch. They get to California in a day and a half.
You got it all figured out, right?
I mean, it's working.
How's it working? You up here. I don't think you would be up here if you were making money. No one comes up to me very rare does somebody come up and say, "Hey, Mark, just checking in with you. How you doing? Yeah, man, I followed your advice. It's working for me." I get it from time to time. Most of those people, they're in the Discord. But normally when people hit the link, they need my help. And what happens is they're not transparent. I have to talk to them for an hour, and then about an hour to hour and 15 minutes later, that's when the transparency starts to come out. That's when the truth starts to come out. It happens over and over and over and over and over and over and over. There's more to this story. Second of all, you're telling me what's working and what's not. That's not working for you, sir. You don't know what's working for you because you don't know what it's costing you to run your business. You don't have a formula. You don't have a radius. You're just running.
No, I keep track of my expenses and my income every single week, so I know.
No, you don't. How much does it cost you to operate each truck?
Changes every week.
Huh?
It's different every week. I don't
Do
do it
you
by the
know?
mile.
Do you know what it costs you to operate your truck? Because
Yes.
I've asked you this twice, and you said you gave me an answer, and then we saw that the answer you gave me wasn't right.
Yeah, but not by the mile.
But even when you said by the day, that wasn't right.
I missed the
So
cost of
what?
the
All
finance
right, all
and the
right,
rental,
all
but
right, all right. So what do you want from me, big dog? What do you want from me?
nothing.
Because what I'm telling you, I'm telling you right, but you ain't trying to hear it, bro.
I heard you.
And I don't think you're gonna take this information and make the necessary changes. I don't think you're interested in what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting off, bro.
I
And
think
I'm
it's better
disappointed.
if I can afford to drive and not fire somebody, then that would be better.
What do you mean if you can afford to drive?
If I can trade up, if I can trade up and have a low cost per mile for a 3,500 and get a trailer, it'd be better than firing somebody.
Why do you keep talking about adding another truck, bro, when you don't know what it's costing you to run these 3 trucks you got? You need to hold on.
Because it'll
You
be my
need to
truck.
bro, you need to downsize, sir.
I am. I already have I already had a notice for the rental that I'm releasing it in 60 days. I already have that put in place before I called you. Because I don't like the margins. It's not worth it for me to keep dispatching that truck, paying these guys.
So what are the margins?
Well, that truck is, like I said, between 2 to 3 for the month.
Between 2 to 3
Yeah,
thousand?
yeah.
And how are you formulating these numbers?
They've been running for a couple months.
Okay, but what are you basing this off of? Because you're not keeping up with it by the mile. You said you were keeping up with it by the day, but I question you on that, so that's not accurate.
It's like a monthly statement. Every business does their monthlies.
So
Of
you're looking at a credit and a debit statement when your bank releases your statement at the end of the month.
well, yeah. I'm an accountant.
That's what you're basing it off of.
Yeah, each truck has its own monthly statement.
But you have one bank account though.
But I
So
have
how you?
3 separate files with all the rate cons, and I keep all the receipts for
Okay.
the
So
for the trucks.
when you take these gross numbers, what equation are you using to formulate what it's costing you to operate your business?
There's no formula, just credit and debit.
What does it cost you to operate your business totally, in totality?
You want like the actual total of everything. Everything
Yeah, like what is it costing you?
it changes.
So you don't have an average of what your average cost is to run your
Well, my
business?
well, my gross,
You have a P&L sheet?
yeah,
You have a P&L sheet.
yeah.
Pull it up. You sitting at your computer, it should be right there, right?
It's on a notebook paper.
You have a P&L sheet on a notebook paper.
Yeah, do I write in the book?
Do you know what a P&L sheet is?
It's like an Excel spreadsheet.
No.
It could be. I've done it on Excel.
Do you know what P&L stands for?
Profit and loss.
So how is it on a notebook? So you here, hold on. So I'm supposed to believe a person who doesn't know what it costs them to operate their business has taken the time to write out a P&L. You took the time to do a P&L, but you ain't took the time to come
Every
up with
week,
your costs?
every week I do the report for each truck, and at the end of the
Bro,
month I do the
bro,
report for the month.
listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I want you to win. I want you to be successful. You from the crib, but at the end of the day, bro, I'm not gonna sit up here and based off what you telling me, you know, no.
You're talking to a
I
person
didn't answer that.
from your city that has scaled 5 times where you at now. I know what it takes. And the way you going about things, if it hasn't caught up with you yet, it eventually will. You're going about things all the wrong way. If you want to win, you want to be successful, you want to continue to scale, you have to know what's coming in, what's going out, down to the T.
I'm gonna take your recommendations and put them into place.
Like, you need to go back to square one, bro. And when I say square one, you need to downsize. You need to stop thinking about more money, more money, more money. You're talking about putting a 40-foot trailer on a 2500 Silverado.
For a month or two till I trade it up. It's my personal vehicle.
Bro, it's not a good idea.
Okay, I got you. I know that I have to trade it up before I go ahead and do that.
You gonna put a 40-foot trailer on a 2500?
No.
No. How much did your trailer weigh?
4,500 pounds.
So the 40-foot trailer weigh 4,500 pounds? You sure?
Yeah, it's only 2-axle single wheel.
All right. So, and what you want to haul again?
Flatbed hot shot freight.
Flatbed hot shot. So containers.
It's not always containers.
I'm saying, but you gonna be open to containers, right?
Yeah, I could.
What's the towing capacity on the Silverado? Which model you got?
2500 HD, 6.6 gas. Towing capacity is, I can look it up, but
What,
it's around
17? What, 17?
The gooseneck towing capacity is actually over 20. Let me pull it up. I
You
know
gonna
the
put a
diesel has
goose?
more.
You gonna
18.5.
put a gooseneck on the 2500?
No, I'm not doing that. No, not anymore.
But that's what you said.
Yeah, that was my idea.
You think that was a good idea?
I did. But not anymore. My plan
Right.
was to do it very, very shortly, temporarily.
And pardon, bro, I'm gonna say this, bro. You young, you ambitious, but you have to. You can't just be doing shit just to be doing it, bro. To be young is cool. To be ambitious is cool. To have an entrepreneurial spirit at a very young age is good, but
So I know.
like okay, but here's the thing: you got to do shit the right way, bro. Like no one is gonna have sympathy for you if one of those guys that you got running in a 26-foot box truck with no sleeper running teams that are sleeping standing up. If one of those guys hurts somebody, like no one is gonna feel bad for you. You're not gonna be able to escape that.
No one will ever feel bad for you in business.
Huh?
No one feels bad for anybody in business.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, bro, you got to have morals about yourself. You got to have ethics. You got to have a code. You have to have a plan. You don't have a plan, sir. You just running. You see it?
It's a long-term plan. It's not a short-term. Well, I do have my short-term plan, but
no. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't even understand what I'm talking about. You don't even understand. And I'm not even talking about a long-term or short-term plan. I'm talking about a business plan, sir. I'm not talking about long or short-term. I'm talking about a plan for your business, a business plan. You don't have, what you mean, what part of it? A business plan in general. This is why you're running all over the country. This is why you don't know what it costs you to run your business. This is why you got 2 guys in a 26-foot box truck sleeping standing up. These guys are sleeping. What?
It wasn't part of the plan.
You know why it wasn't part of the plan? Because there was no plan. Because if it was a plan, this shit we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now on everything I love. It wasn't no plan. What you mean it was part of the plan? There was no plan to begin with. What are you talking about?
If you're talking about a typed out plan, you need to know I don't got one of those. But
What no
I
typed
always had
out
a
plan?
plan.
What's your thesis? What's in your executive summary?
I never did one of those.
You
Like a
said you
typed out
did it.
plan. I
So
never did one. No.
okay. So if you got a typed out business plan, the first thing would be your executive summary, bro.
No,
You
I never
talking to
typed
me?
one. Never.
Hold
did
on,
that.
hold on. Listen, you can't get nothing past Big Mark. I'm one of them
I said I
guys.
never did that.
But if you got a typed out business plan, the first thing would be your
No.
executive summary. So what
No, I
bullet
said I
points
don't.
are in your business plan? All right, so how you structure your business plan then?
It's in my head.
You just said it was typed out. All right, bro.
No, I just said it's not. I said I don't have a typed out business plan.
Angel,
This mic isn't.
Angel, bro. Listen, I'm willing to help you, but you gotta listen. You gotta stop being combative. You have to do everything I tell you. If you want me to help you, I will help you. You from the crib. I want to see you win. But based off everything you told me, I don't have no problem helping you. But you got to sit down, be quiet, and listen. If you're not willing to do that, then I can't. I'm 40 something. I'm finna be 45, bro. You dig what I'm saying? I done did this shit on a high level for years with a higher education. So business degree and going on damn near 2 decades of experience. You're 21 years old. When you was in grammar school, I was doing this shit. And I'm not saying that shit to belittle you or to down you, but I think you should just sit back and listen. I would join the Discord if I was you, and I would come in there and get this free daily I don't even call it mentoring because I don't mentor anybody. I don't charge anybody, but I'm in there all the time. All right. I think you need to join the Discord and I think you need to come in those voice rooms and you just need to hear some of these lectures and you need to just be a part of that community so you can change your mindset and get on a better track, bro. Cause man, you ain't this ain't it, bro. It ain't it. I'm kind of upset with you because man, from the way you was talking first to now, bro, you all over the place. You ain't got a plan. This ain't it, bro. And you from the crib, bro. So I hold you to even high regard. You from the freight where everybody come and you way out in you going to places where motherfuckers is coming from to get here. Why? Boy, you set you a radius so you make money. Why are you running cross country and you from the crib? All the opportunity all throughout in here. Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. Running straight down 55 to Texas. Running from Texas back up. Why are you in California, bro? Why the fuck are you way west, bro? Why?
Can't really answer that. So
Bro,
I'm gonna take your advice.
You ain't got no answer for me. I know, man. Come in the Discord. Pippi, drop the link for the Discord. Hopefully you'll come in there so we can get you together.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your advice. Starting Monday, I'm gonna dispatch. Just figure out a region that you think is best.
Bro, you got to start from scratch. Everything that you got going on that you think you doing, you need to scratch all that shit and start fresh. I would summons all those guys home for the weekend. All these guys. I don't want to hear that, man. These guys, I propositioned and they ain't want to do it. Ain't nobody finna tell me shit. That's my shit. Bring my shit. Run me my shit before we come looking for your ass. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what they gonna do with my shit. Tell these motherfuckers to bring your shit this weekend. This weekend, sit down this weekend. Don't go to no concierge. Don't go nowhere. Sit down this weekend and create you a business plan. Understand what it's costing you to run your business and restructure your business. And if it takes you a week to do so, park that shit till you get this shit in order, bro. The link, they got the link to the Discord in there, bro. I hope to see you in the Discord, bro.
I'll join.
All right, bro. Listen, I didn't mean to be on this long. I was finna cook up and say something. I'm finna say what I was finna say earlier. I apologize for all the people that run Amazon Relay. I appreciate you. I know Jeff don't tell you. I know your middleman managers, they don't tell you. But as a shareholder with Amazon, I appreciate everything y'all do. All right. This is just a continuation of what I was finna cook before I ended before he came up. I appreciate everything you do. Check this out. At the end of the day, the rates are the rates. The rates are based off the market. All right. As a shareholder, I need you to run rates as low as possible because that increases return on investment. I look at shit from a business. The other shareholders look at this shit from a business perspective. The company in totality looks at it from a business perspective. As business people, we don't care about other business people's plights. We don't care about their problems, their concerns, or how they run their business. Up to you to run your business. Amazon is going to run their business accordingly to continue to lower costs and increase revenue. Giving handouts because it's a $1 trillion company, soon to be a $2 trillion market cap company, doesn't mean handout. Stop saying that goofy ass shit. Well, man, they're a $1 billion company. You're wrong there because it's a $1.9 trillion company. And that doesn't mean that the rates are going to go up because they have money. The reason why they have 1.9 trillion market cap is because they're running their business efficiently. So if I'm running for a company that I can trace their origin, which wasn't that long ago, Amazon is still a fairly young company, I would want to mimic what they're doing. I want to lower my cost to increase my revenue. I'm not going to complain and count their pockets. Yeah, they got the money, but they're not going to give it to you. Run your business, and hopefully you can build a business that could become somewhat as profitable as Amazon. All right. At the end of the day, I appreciate everybody. Hope everybody learned something. This went on too long. I got a headache. I'm out.